Hey everyone, Demonite here, and in this video I'm going to be testing the Blockhead on Soldier Axton. Now the Blockhead right here is a unique Tedious shotgun, which has a unique spread pattern, so if I shoot it you can see that it shoots out these fire blocks, which bounce off from surfaces. So what I would compare this weapon to is the Omen, which I tested in one of my previous videos, and if we compare the two you can see that the Blockhead is inferior to the Omen in pretty much every single way except for fire rate. And if we do the math here, the Blockhead will deal roughly 1.9 million damage, while the Omen deals roughly 2.8 million damage. So there definitely is a difference there, and that's why I would also say that the Omen outperforms the Blockhead. But I actually see a lot of people preferring the Blockhead over the Omen, and I think that's because that's mainly because of two reasons. One reason would be that the Blockhead is a lot easier to get than the Omen, because for the Omen you have to kill the ancient dragons of destruction, while for the Blockhead you just have to kill some creepers, and it's a pretty common drop. So that would be one reason, and the other reason would be that the Blockhead is slightly easier to use than the Omen. Because if you have seen my Omen video, you know that the Omen does have a sweet spot, so what that means is that the Omen is pretty much only usable at that sweet spot range or at point blank distance. So with the Blockhead you will still be able to hit enemies which are about this far away. And as you can see, the pellets, most of my pellets still hit the target. And of course the bouncing projectiles can also bounce off from the ground or from walls and hit the enemy, so that's what I mean when I say the Blockhead is slightly easier to use than the Omen. But anyway, I didn't even mention here that I'm on Wham Bam Island to test this weapon. And just like the Omen, the Blockhead does get increased damage by grenade damage skills, so that's the reason why I'm testing it on Axton here. But the Blockhead also performs pretty great on other characters, of course. Another weapon you could compare the Blockhead to would be the Ratcher. And I'd say the Ratcher is about as good as the Blockhead, but still slightly worse, and that's because the Blockhead is able to score critical hits while the Ratcher isn't. So that's why I would say the Blockhead is still better than the Ratcher, but of course they are locked to two different elements, so if you're fighting armored enemies, obviously the Ratcher will perform a lot better. So even if it's inferior to the Omen, you can see it's still a very viable shotgun and it has no problem killing those enemies here. And it definitely isn't a bad weapon, so if you prefer this over the Omen, there's nothing wrong with that really. It's still a very powerful shotgun. I just think that the Omen is better because it deals more damage and overall has better stats. But anyway, that was the Blockhead on Soldier Axton. If you guys got any more suggestions on any gear I should be testing on any class, just let me know in the comments below. And I thank you guys for watching. See ya.